The challenge is because most MAGA Republicans, they don't understand what fascism is. The reality is that they are in fact fascists themselves.
MAGA Republican Senator John Kennedy has said a lot of dumb and heinous shit in his career.
I put some lube on and got him on his knees, and I began to slide into him from behind. I can't wait to have your in my mouth.
But as we'll see in this breaking news story of his clash with a retired general from today, this might be the absolute dumbest yet. But just like in nearly every example of Senator Kennedy foghorn leghorn style stuttering stupidity into a committee hearing.
What's a big R say? What's a big R did? What kept I say? What kept you, son? Boy's got a mouth like a cannon, always shooting it off.
Thankfully, someone with more brain cells than a maggot was yet again there to absolutely torch Senator Kennedy for his hateful idiocy. That man, and the target of Kennedy's insane ire from today's hearing, was retired Major General Randy Manner, who pushed back on Kennedy after he complained about President-elect Donald Trump and his MAGA supporters being called fascists. Which is basically like complaining about the earth being round. You have your right to disagree with facts and reality all you want, it's just that doing it makes you look dumber than a doorknob. As we'll see in this insane exchange that was supposed to be a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on Trump's mass deportation plans, but quickly devolved into name-calling as most Republican affairs do. But before we get into that, I'd just like to play you a quick refresher of another instance from back in September where Kennedy drew literal gasps from the committee for his racist temper tantrum where he told an Arab American woman to hide her head in a bag during a hearing aimed at discussing the prevalence of hate crimes.
You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very effective way.
Let's start first with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Well, I got your answer, and I appreciate it. What is the, you support Hezbollah too, don't you?
Again, I find this line of questioning extraordinarily disappointing,
Is that a
Senator.
no?
Yes or no question to do I support Hezbollah? The answer is I don't support violence, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas, or any other entity that invokes it.
You can't
so
bring
no,
yourself
sir.
to say no, can you?
No, I can say no. I can say yes.
But
what
you
I can
haven't.
say is
You just
your
can't
line
make
of
yourself do
questioning.
it. Do you
Senator,
support or oppose Iran?
This
You
discussion,
can't bring yourself to say no, can
sir.
you?
I don't support.
It's real simple.
Excuse me. I'm going to,
Ian,
if I may, as a Muslim woman.
I said, no.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not support Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do
to
not
say
support Hamas.
You don't
or
support UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't support Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
And now, here is Senator Leghorn attacking the character and honor of a retired general in an attempt to score political points and then getting absolutely roasted for it.
Yes, you believe in open borders, don't you?
I believe in the rule of law, sir.
Right. And it makes you angry that President Trump does not believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Senator, I'm not here to discuss immigration policy. I'm here to discuss whether or not we use the military to enforce it.
And it makes you angry that most Americans don't believe in open borders, doesn't it?
Not in the slightest, sir. Again, I am not here to discuss the immigration policy.
Yeah. Duty, honor, respect, you talked about that
Yes,
in
Senator.
your opening statement. On October 14th of this year, you went on CNN. I want to read you what you said, make sure I'm accurate. Here's what you said. President Trump is not like any sane leader. I'm very proud of General Milley for saying that President Trump is a total fascist. To Bob Woodward, if he as chairman of the Joint Chiefs is calling the president a fascist, I'm so proud of him for breaking that barrier. The challenge is because most MAGA Republicans, they don't understand what fascism is. The reality is that they are in fact fascists themselves. Did I read that accurate?
Senator, I am happy to discuss my personal perspectives with you separately at any time. That's not the purpose of the hearing today.
Did I read that accurately?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. You think you're smarter than the American people, don't you?
Absolutely not, Senator. I am here to discuss the use of the military as part of this mass deportation.
You think you're more virtuous than the American people, don't you, General?
Senator, I am insulted by your comment.
Duty, honor, and respect. You talked about that in your opening statement, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Moran said, I wrote down her words. She said, by their actions, you know what someone's character is like. You agree with that?
Senator, for 35 years, I served my country with absolute honor and distinction, and I will continue to do so.
I put some lube on and got him on his knees, and I began to slide into him from behind. I pulled out of him and kissed him while he masturbated. He asked me to turn over while he slipped a condom on himself. This was my ass, and I was struggling to imagine someone inside me. He got on top and slowly inserted himself into me. It was the worst pain I think I have ever felt in my life. Eventually, I felt a mix of pleasure with the pain. I got a new strap-on harness today. I can't wait to put it on you. It will fit my favorite dildo perfectly. You're going to look so hot. I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth. I'm going to give you the blowjob of your life. Then I want you inside of me.